gentlemen, it is finally time. Week 1 of the NFL season is tomorrow, Thursday. So these are my predictions for all the Week 1 games. Get ready for some upsets and, well, some stuff that you probably already guessed. First, we have the opener, Cowboys at Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to pull away with a score of like 31-21, but it might be close, but it's going to end up being the Eagles by 10. That is my first guess. Up next, the second game located in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It is Chiefs and Chargers. This may surprise some of you, but I think the Chargers are going to pull out the upset outside of the country. Okay, now we have the Sunday games. First, Buccaneers at Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to win this game just barely, like 24-21 or like 27-20. It'll be a close game, but I think the Falcons will pull it out. Then we have Cincinnati in Cleveland. I think the Bengals will win. I believe that, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase should be good. I also believe that they should be good for my fantasy since my fantasy team relies on them. We have Dolphins-Colts. The only two ways that I think this game can go is either the Dolphins absolutely blow out the Colts or it is a defensive battle, and I don't know which team would pull away in the case of a defensive battle. Up next, we have the Carolina Panthers facing the Jaguars in Jacksonville, and I don't know if any of you will be surprised by this, but I think the Panthers are going to beat the Jaguars on the road. I think Bryce Young should produce, Xavier Legette should be good, and I overall just think that the Jaguars aren't that good. Okay, now for the last of the early morning Sunday games, we have Raiders at Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to win at home, and I think Ashton Jeanty will perform well, but that's not going to be enough to hold the Raiders to winning that game. So I think Drake May will have a good game. Maybe Stephon Diggs could produce, or maybe not, but either way, I see the Patriots pulling that one out. Maybe in a close game, like 24-21 or 27-20, like the Buccaneers and Falcons game. Okay, now we have the Arizona Cardinals going into New Orleans to face the Saints. I don't know if this will be a surprise, but I think the Cardinals are going to pull that one out on the road. It'll overall just be a mid-off, but the team that I think is less mid is the Cardinals. I'm not saying they're better, but I'm saying they are less mid. Maybe it'll be a low-scoring game like, 19-14, one of those weird games that's divided by field goals. Okay, I think you will be the most surprised by this one. Pittsburgh going into New York territory. MetLife Stadium is known for having scary fields that get people injured. And, well, the last time that Aaron played at MetLife, that was not that good. I don't think that's going to happen again, but I think the Jets are going to win. I think that, Justin Fields is going to have his legacy game, and the Jets are going to win on home turf, unless MetLife betrays the home team. Okay, now the last of the early morning Sunday games, we have the Giants going into Washington. I think the Commanders are going to win. That'll be like a 34-14 game. I think it could be close, but what I expect to happen is the Commanders to play a very good game. Okay, now it's time for the 3:05 games. Titans at Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to absolutely obliterate the Titans. The Titans will be held to like under 13 or even under 10, and the Broncos will probably score 34 points. So my final prediction is 34-10 for the game. Okay, now we have my San Francisco 49ers going into Seattle. It's going to be a tough environment, but I think we're going to pull it out. We have the weapons. Our team should be healthy enough, and I think we can win it. It'll be probably one of the closest games. I'm not exactly sure about how Sam Darnold will perform, but if he is good, it'll be a close game, and if he isn't, well, I got to pray that Brock Purdy is. Okay, up next we have the Lions going into Green Bay. I think the Lions are going to prove that they don't need Ben Johnson to be good, and they're going to beat the Packers. It'll be a close game, but they will win. And the last game before Sunday Night Football, Texans at Rams. This depends on if Matthew Stafford is healthy. Do you think it's that serious? But I'm actually going to go for what I think is an upset with the Texans beating the Rams on the road, like 24-19. Like one of those, kind of confusing games that doesn't feel like it's actually happening. Okay, now we have Sunday Night Football, Baltimore in Buffalo. Whoever decided to make this week 1, thank you for this absolute blessing of a game. This should be one of the best games, if not the best game in week 1, and I think it will be the best game in week 1 besides like Seahawks, Niners, or Buccaneers, Falcons. But I think actually the home team decides who wins this game, so of course I am going to go with the Buffalo Bills to win a great thriller by a score of 34-31. Okay, and last but not least for week 1, Monday Night Football, Minnesota in Chicago. To be honest, this is the game I'm the most twisted on. If J.J. McCarthy plays well, I think it's going to be the Vikings by a good amount, but actually, I'm going to go with Chicago on this one, 23-20. I think it'll be a pretty good game. I don't know if this is an upset, but it all depends on if J.J. McCarthy plays a good football game. Okay, that is it. Those were my week 1 NFL predictions. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with in the comments, and let me know what you think is going to happen in week 1. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like sports content or NFL content, please subscribe to the channel. But anyways, bye.